This isn't a game night.
Thank you for the 2, Demon. You are very observant to notice this. It is, in fact, the last work night. No game night, not tonight. I had a very busy weekend. Game night, probably tomorrow. But good news is we'll be able to have AI on it, because today's AI day. The AI day, the one and only. Good. All right. Welcome, guys. Hope you've been well. Let's begin. Greetings! Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Hope you've been well. It's time. Today, we're going to finish the last remaining things that need to be fixed up for Ultimate Forge, including the big AI stuff that I was low-key avoiding, but thought of some really good ideas for how to fix. So that's the plan for today. We're going to make the AI work awesomely, have super good pathfinding. Davy Jones, I love that guy. Thank you for the 2, man.
I'm here just in time to sabotage the stream.
No, wait, we've had some really good streams without a bunch of wows and other sabotage lately, so you know what? You don't have to do all that. That's fine, man. It's fine. It's been good lately. It's been really, really good. Demon, thanks for the 5. Appreciate it, man.
Did you fix the bipeds respawning?
Oh, we're doing that today.
And Mega Mantis don't respawn when placed by forging.
Yeah, no, trust me, I'm well aware. That's been on my bug list for a while. We're doing that today, as well as a bunch of AI stuff. So it's going to be a very productive day. And hopefully, we'll get everything done. I think we will, actually. The list is very small, so I'm very excited about that. Joe, thanks for the 2, man.
Huge grass I big boo boo caca.
Yep.
Stinky fart even.
Yep.
Ping and hashtag huge grass general.
You got nothing to worry about. The AI are going to work really good on huge grass as well. As soon as Ultimate Forge is out, I'll do the big patch for huge grass like the day after. And it all should just work very nicely. Huge grass should get all the upgrades that Ultimate Forge has had over the past, like, several months of massive updates. So it'll be really good. Having any issues with the biped disappearing in Forge? Oh, no, they just don't respawn. They don't respawn yet. How am I doing? I'm doing well. What's the plan for the AI now? Well, the AI work great. There's really no more crashing except for like one vehicle. The problem is they're not very smart, and I think I figured out exactly why that happened. Did I fix the island sandbox kill block? Yes, I did. I fixed that like immediately. Well, I'm gonna sneeze. Pause. Wait for it. God bless having a ring light, dude. I can just stare into it until the sneeze finally comes out. All right, but anyway, let me show you guys some of what I'm talking about. Come with me. So we still had a lot of stuff we were working on from the last last stream. Demon, thanks for another 5, man. Appreciate it.
I Locust and Mega Mantis, as well as Iris spawning. We just got done with Christmas. Wow. Sounds fun. Great.
Alright, look, in fairness, I never said anything about AI respawning. That I actually am not entirely sure how to fix without causing, like, massive destruction.
Instead of modding Halo, let's talk about the social, political, and economic state of the world, shall we? How about them new Epstein leaks? Am I right? Hey, ooh, Elon, my boy. Trying super hard to be the cool guy, right? Denied invitations, right? No island, right?
Listen, we live in a society, and our politics have become extra disgusting lately, which is even more reason to leave that shit for your Twitter feed and not discuss it here on this Halo modding stream. Because if there's one thing everybody knows when it comes to being a content creator, don't talk about politics. Unless you're grifting, in which case, you know, that's like your whole thing. But that's not me. I'm here to make cool Halo mods. My politics don't matter here, nor do yours. Your mom. Now let's make some dope-ass Halo mods for everybody to enjoy. Alright, let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom! You see all these pink things? These are places for AI to walk around. Lawrence, thank you for 22 months. Welcome back. Appreciate you very much. I just saw the short on the RTS mod, peak as always. Yeah, YouTube started recommending that one again for some reason. I gotta get another short out. I have the Albatross short like halfway done. I gotta get that done. I was just waking up really late and haven't had the time. But I got more good YouTube shorts in the works. Cooking, straight cooking. I haven't even done one on the E3 Scarab yet, which I'm really excited about. Davy Jones, thank you for the 2. Appreciate
Why
it.
doesn't Ultimate Forge have a piss gun yet?
Well, the thing is, I was expecting players to piss themselves instead of adding the piss gun to save time, and I think most players will agree that they probably rather just be pissing themselves rather than having a dedicated piss gun for that. So that's basically just been my thought process on that one. So that's kind of just where I'm at. I think gameplay-wise it's going to work better. I'm back. That's right, I am back. I'm going to be back for a minute. I had a long weekend. Goodbye, Carrier. Carrier's gone. That thing is perfect now, by the way. No more issues with its collision model. Last stream, we fixed that thing to, like, the absolute maximum, and I could not be happier. It's pretty great. But now we get to do AI stuff. Actually, for the most part, AI is good on this map. It's actually fine. All the main flat maps, I don't really think they need any major changes. Maybe we could add some, like, flying positions for the flying AI, but that's about it. When will I make a rejected shotgun? I think if there was a rejected shotgun weapon, every time you fire it, it would look like a regular shotgun, and you fire it and you just instantly die. I think that would be a good rejected shotgun weapon, to be honest. All right, let's look at this. So here's my little text document of all the bugs that we've got to cover in the mod. To be honest, for the most part, everything's fine. But there's a couple things that I do need to work on. The biggest one is the AI stuff. For the most part, on maps like this, the AI are fine. But there are some tweaks that we can make that is going to massively improve their brain intelligence. Large brain. Every time you shoot the rejected shotgun, it says bald. That's the opposite of what it would do. Davy Jones, thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Oh, god damn it.
I missed a few streams. Wow. Am I doing this right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow. Is this how the kids are doing it? Wow. Did I become a nunk the picosecond I turned 18?
Yes.
Wow. I really hope this is funny and land. Wow.
Shut up. Thank you for that, too. Thank you for the 5, Team.
Oh, did you add AI to the E3 Scarab?
No, just a regular one.
I kinda wanna see that.
I could add AI to it, just for like showing it and seeing how it works, but I can't add it as an AI as like a Scarab in the game, because then I would have to do it the exact same way I did the Halo 3 AI Scarab, where it's like collision model is a giant sphere basically, because it's the only way I could realistically get it working in multiplayer. Otherwise, it just straight up would not work, and that's kind of sad. It wouldn't even be able to walk around or anything. And it works well enough as a giant biped with a giant sphere collision box. How dare YouTube think of hiding this for 11 minutes? I know! That's what I'm saying. YouTube should put this on the front page for everybody. It's unbelievable the way they treat me, dude. Unbelievable. So sad. Alright, anyway, though. Anyway, we got some important stuff to do. So as much as I do want to do AI, there's another thing I want to work on really quickly, which is one of my favorite things, which I'm going to spawn in right now because I'm just so brave. It is the Objects, Weapons, Pickle. So the Pickle, it works pretty much perfectly, but there was a minor thing I wanted to change on it. So let's let it do its thing. It detonates. It's awesome. And it's just extremely satisfying and wonderful. However, if we delve into here and we look, that's right, it's still here. That's not right. It's not supposed to still be here. It's supposed to disappear, disintegrate, evaporate. It's a bomb. Bombs don't survive themselves. That doesn't make any sense. So we gotta fix that really quickly, because that's weird and it doesn't make any freaking sense, dude. So we're gonna go. This should be a very quick fix. I'm gonna try a fix that might not work, but would be really easy. And then if that doesn't work, I'll try like an actual fix that does work. So we're gonna go to the main damage section on our beautiful Pickle here. And when it dies, and it detonates and stuff, we're gonna have it do destroys object, which should delete it. Whether that actually works or not, it's up for debate. Talca, good to see you. Thank you for 20 months. Much, much appreciated. That did not work. Thank you. And Didac, thank you for the 2.
With each Ruby H2R stream I watch, it makes me want to see you do some kind of campaign mod. More wow, more wow, more wow, more wow.
Oh my god. I actually didn't read that. I genuinely didn't see it coming. I hate that. I agree. Watching Ruby do campaign stuff and get like better and faster at it over time is fucking awesome, and I love it. I genuinely do want to do a campaign mod at some point, and because it's just, I don't know, it's very inspiring. All right, I have an idea. This here, 8 seconds delay. Clear, destroy objects, save. Ruby stuff is super impressive. I was watching their Uprising stream the other day, and I was just like, damn, this is so fucking cool. I want to do this. Wait for it. Oh, it disappears. Perfection. It does wait a bit to disappear. I'm gonna see if I can, without sacrificing stuff, let me see if I can make it disappear after like 4 seconds instead of 8. Let's see. What happens? What happens? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that does not work. I'm just going to set it to 8 seconds, so by the time the effect is cleared, it all blows up and it's disappeared. I think that's fine. The Pickle does need to stay there because it actually continues to generate the effect after the fact of the explosion, but it's probably fine. At least the Cubby Bomb now skedaddles. It does. So now we can take that off the list. Does not destroy itself. The one thing it does need actually fixed is the decal. It spawns the decal when it blows up. You probably saw it there a minute ago. It's like this giant molten crater I pulled from Reach. But because I pulled it from Reach, it actually is a full-on new texture in the game. And because of that, there's always the chance that it doesn't work quite right and ends up having a weird texture import issue, which is exactly what happened. There's a lens flare, another lens flare. I gotta find out where it is, to be honest. I don't know where it is. Slip space collapse, lens flare, another lens flare. Oh, and here's the decal system. So the Pickle crater, beautiful name, right here. We need to basically redo the way that it works. by changing up its texture. So it uses that bump. I don't think it's the bump map that has the issue, at least. I hope not. Yeah, that's a ZBrush bump map, so that one should be fine. On the off chance that it's not, I'm just going to make sure. Best uncompressed. No, I'm not touching that because it's a... But I am going to touch the alpha map, which, yeah, set to monochrome alpha. I'm just going to do best uncompressed color format. Save, re-import. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the base map. Oh, which is already there? Okay, perfect. So it's probably the illumination map the whole time that was actually the issue. Why is it palletized? I'm going to set this to a diffuse map with the best uncompressed color format and re-import that. That's weird that it was like that. But yeah, it should be good now. At least I think so. Alright, now let's see what happens. We're going to wait for the crater to impact and obliterate everything. How's our crater looking? Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, I like that. Red's a bit of an odd color, though. I feel like it low-key makes sense, but maybe we could do better. Maybe should it be like blue? Maybe it should be like blue. I feel like blue would be better. Pretty? Yeah, it's straight from Reach, actually. Not red. Red's not bad. I feel like red just makes sense because it's heat. It's just general heat. But Halo does the thing where fire and plasma stuff ends up being blue. It's beautiful. I wish I could make the crater bigger, but realistically, after you make a decal a certain size, it starts to just like cut off at weird angles. The math for decals is kind of mid. But anyway, I think it's good. So we have another one fixed. Cover bomb crater texture issue. Done. Easy. Easy, dude. Easy! What else? Oh, we have the whole system. You know the new particle or the new screen effects that I added? The ones for like the flood theme and all that? I actually, sadly, have to redo sort of the way that they work. Because they play continuous effects. And I don't believe continuous effects actually work correctly in game. Somebody said that they don't, and I gotta make sure that that's the case, because I really don't want to waste a bunch of time making a brand new object for those that like works correctly, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll spawn it in real quick. Alright, so what we're gonna do is basically just go into Forge, place down one of those effects, and load into custom game and see if it works. No more offensively green crater. No, unfortunately the Hulk gamma radiation craters are now gone. They look normal and correct. The fuel... Oh, I gotta add the best weapon, the fuel rod spanker and focus rifle. True, that's so true. Oh. My MCC didn't work this time, did it? Nope, it didn't even launch with mods. The first time I launched MCC, it just doesn't launch with mods. It just refuses. I click... I would like to play with anti-cheat off so I can play with my mods, and the game's like, and it just doesn't. It just straight up doesn't. Very cool. Very, very cool. I keep hearing about the new MCC community run server browser getting more and more progress done on it, and I'm so excited, dude. I am so excited. Not only will Ultimate Forge be out for it, we'll also have, I'm gonna go on my map, Blood Hollow. We'll also have Huge Grass with a big update that will hopefully make it even better. Oh, some people say 3 for 3 mixed, 3 for 3 fixed MCC. I mean, they made it a hell of a lot better. No doubts about that. You know you can change it to run without anti-cheat by default. I know, but I like to have the ability to choose without having to be like forced into it every time. Sometimes I'll do game nights with people who just want to play default MCC, and I don't want to have that be like a permanent thing. All right, so we're going to try this. We're going to do FX Rain, because I think it's like the most obvious one. Let's put it over here. Oh, Blood Hollow broke. That's right. Okay, so we'll just put it over here. So I'll place it down right here. And realistically, if I save this, and now we go into a custom game, it should hopefully actually show that effect. What I think is going to happen is that it'll be moody and dark. Like, it'll have like the screen effect, but the actual effects won't render. Thank you for the 2,
I made
Laffy.
a couple of bug reports in the Discord forum for Ultimate Forge, but the main one I found so far is a new one I'm not sure you're aware of.
Okay.
When you spawn in a water plane into Forge World, it soft crashes the game and freezes everything up.
Yeah, so Forge World has a bug where if you spawn things that are too big, close to the ground, it will absolutely soft lock the game. In order to spawn them, you have to fly really high in the air. I don't love it, but I also don't know if I can fix it. Wait, why is the Slayer thing kind of yellowish? What was that? Is that because it was my team color? Yeah, but yeah, okay, so by the way, sadly, the thing I was worried about happened here. We get the screen effect, but we don't get the actual FX. It is an easy fix, but it's also mildly annoying. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. I'm going to close MCC here. We're going to go back into the game. And I already fixed this once. So if you have an object like the little FX orbs, what happens is there's a flag in them that says only render this object in Forge mode. There's a built-in into the game engine flag that does that. The objects, objects, levels, DLC, shared. And our lovely FX orbs should be in here. Screen FX orbs. Yeah, so if we look at the screen effects orb, wherever it is, where the fuck is it? I forget what they are. Maybe they're in sandbox. I've completely forgotten. Well, we'll do this the easy way then. Or, well, the long way. Objects, levels, multi, Forge, Ultimate Forge. Oh, me when I lie. We're going to go to levels, multi, and then we're going to go into this one. We're going to find the orbs. So the way that I fixed it before was with the FX stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm going to spawn in the FX objects really quickly. Objects, levels, multi, Alpine Sandbox Forge. And then we need to grab the FX stuff, which should be under Particle Spawner. Not the default Particle Spawner. But we'll do the fire one. Fire one's fine. So the way that this works, normally, I have a particle spawner like this. You see there's that little blue triangle there? The way that I have it set up is that blue triangle, that blue pyramid, it only shows up in Forge. But then when you play custom games, it disappears. It's a little trick I did. That the actual object that's spawning the fire is completely invisible. And the pyramid is attached to the invisible spawner. And the pyramid is set to disappear when you go into a custom game. It only shows up in Forge. But the invisible object actually spawning the fire is there. And that's important because if the pyramid actually spawned in the fire itself, and then I went into a custom game, it disappears. Therefore, there's nothing for the fire to come out of anymore. So my secret trick here was to make the invisible object always there every single game, all the time. And the little blue thing is just like an extra add-on to help you visually see it in Forge mode. And that's exactly what I have to do with the FX orbs, too. We're going to go into here to our scenery palette. And that's under levels. Oh, it's not objects. It's just levels DLC. That's so weird. Levels DLC shared. FX. And then here's all of our lovely FX objects. So I think what we're going to have to do here is basically take the FX orbs out of the game, make an invisible version of them, and make that the model that our orbs use. And then we'll attach a fake FX orb that just is there visually on top of it. I think that's going to be the move. So let's first hunt it down. I know exactly where these FX orbs are located already. So I just found them a second ago just by looking around. Can we go there? Go here. Blah. Pull up my tool. You're gonna have to bear with me for about 30 seconds. I gotta pull up the files for these. Awesome. Okay, so here's the files. So the file we're actually looking for is under Objects, Levels, DLC Shared. So obviously it came in Halo 3 DLC, and we're looking for this Screen FX Orb right here. So we're going to grab this out of the game, and we're going to make our own unique version of it. So we're going to do Tool, Extract, Import Info, and we're going to open quote, and I'm going to grab the exact directory right there, and then we're going to do the tag name, which is Screen FX Orb, and all I want is the collision model and the physics model. There we go. That's all we need. You know, just to be fair, and just to make sure I have everything, I'm going to grab the render model too, which is the actual blue glowy part that you see, rather than just the technical stuff that collides with things. But there we go. We got it. Easy. And I'm going to open Blender here. We're going to put it into Blender, and we're just going to extract it right back out. Because we're basically just going to make an invisible version of it. That's all we're going to do. Good evening, how's it going? It's going good, NCIS. Hope you're doing good. I am just straight up importing some cool stuff. So let's grab our Screen FX Orb. Should be recognizable. So you're going to blend it into Blender. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be fantastic. All right, here it is. This is what it looks like. This is your classic FX Orb from Halo 3. Wow, it is really, really overkill on the triangle density, but whatever. It looks cool, so it don't matter. All right, we're also going to grab the physics model, which should just... Oh, it's actually a cube. What? The physics model's a cube? The fuck? Okay, well, I guess that's fine. And then we need the collision model lastly, and the collision model is a really ugly icosphere. Cool. W. Alright, well that works out pretty well. I can basically just take the visual part that you actually see, delete everything, add in a icosphere, which is just a really low poly sphere made up of triangles, and just match it roughly. It literally doesn't matter because all I'm going to do is give it a single material called invisible. You are never going to see this thing. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a marker, because what we're going to do is we're going to keep this invisible, but we're going to attach the actual FX orb to it. But this one will stay there invisible forever, playing the effect forever. So let me double check. If we look at the crate, there's a marker that plays the effect, which is something. I don't know. Was it root? What is it playing off of? Oh, it's actually just playing off. Okay, so it doesn't even matter what it's called because it's just playing off of that. So we're going to name this marker FX Orb, and we're just going to attach it to our FX Orb here. Nothing crazy. Just throw it right onto the main frame bone right there. Easy, and we're done. I'm going to save this really quickly because I don't want to lose this. But yeah, we're done. We did it. Congrats to us. I'm going to extract it, and we're just going to put it in the game. It's going to be that easy. Dum, 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 dum. So we had the old Screen FX Orb. Now we need to make a new one. So we're going to do Data, Objects, Levels. And I'm going to put this into the Ultimate Forge folder, because why not? It's going to be called the FX Orb New. And it's good because you can actually do more than just screen effects with it now. We have the particles, the sounds, everything that we need is going to be able to spawn in on it. And in fact, let me check the effect really quickly, make sure the sounds work and everything. I don't want there to be any accidents here. No looping sound on this while it breaks. It's the nighttime one. Well, I think it should be fine. So anyway, we got that. So we're going to put our extracted stuff into here. And then I'm also, before I even forget, we're going to do tags. Is it object shaders? Objects, levels, shared, shaders. There it is, invisible shader. That's the one we need. And that's gonna let us make this thing invisible. So we're gonna go into here, make another FX orb new. And in here, we're going to give it the invisible shader, so when we import it, it automatically uses that. Thank you for the 2, Joe!
That's crazy and all.
Yeah, okay.
But when is the Shotty Squad Hightail server?
I ain't making no Hightail. You make the Hightail server. You want to play Hightail server? You make the goddamn Hightail. I don't have time for video games. The only video games I play is Marvel Rivals when I get too bored working on stuff. I'll play a couple matches and get back to work. That's all I got. That's my whole game. Alright, we got this rolling. This should be good. Now we just need to mass import our new orb. The orb! We're gonna grab the other orb actually, which is objects, levels, DLC shared, and then it's FX orb, screen FX orb. I'm just gonna grab the, oh great, there's a model tag but not a crate tag. Love it. The crate tag is in levels, DLC, shared, FX. We'll just take that one. This is FX orb new, and then FX orb new. All this is pretty straightforward. Let me just make sure there's no regions on this. And let you, Halo regions. There is an invisible region with no name. Perfect. I literally don't even care. That works. So we had to do all that. We had to go into Blender. We had to make an invisible version of this, but I'm telling you, this is worth it. What the fuck? New Windows 11 features. Cool. I don't want those. Okay, so here is our brand new FX orb model. We're going to do a quick bulk import on this to get all the stuff we got from Blender. There should be no errors. It should be fine. It's literally just an invisible orb. So, in order to make it visible, I'll spawn it in first actually so we can see it. So spawn in a crate, forge, FX orb new. And when I spawn this in, it should be real, it should work, but it should be completely invisible. Me when I lie. Okay, no, it's there. Yeah, my character's interacting with it. I think I'm just pushing it around. I would have to turn on object debugging. Yep, there it is. There's our invisible orb. But in order to make it visible, we're going to have to do something a little tricky. And what's cool about this, though, is if I play effects with this now, they'll still spawn in custom games. It's super handy because, go to the crate tag here, and it says only visible in editor. No! Now it'll also be visible in custom games. But how do we give it a visual where that visual only appears in the editor? That is where the trickery happens. We go to the variants, we make a quick default variant with a, we don't even need to give it a region, it's probably fine. And we're going to give it an object that's going to be attached to the FX orb marker. Save that. And we're going to attach an actual FX orb to it. We're going to go objects, or no, tags, levels, DLC, shared, FX, and that's where the actual default Halo 3 FX crates are. We'll just copy the gloomy one. We'll bring it back in here, and this will be FX orb visual. And we're just going to straight up attach the gloomy orb to it and remove the effect on it. And this one will say only visible in editor. So now we basically took one of the actual ones that only appears in Forge and attached it on top of it. And there it is. So now we have a permanently always in the game orb that shows up in every game mode, but the visual orb that stands on top of it will disappear outside of Forge. The only downside is that you still could collide with this and like walk over it and interact with it in game. So if you're placing these down in Forge, you know, don't put them in the player's space. You'll still be able to run into them. Cool. Oh, what up, Sophie? Some interesting AI mining. Alright, somebody get this guy out of here. Send him to the penis explosion chamber. We did it, though. We did it. We did it! Now we just need to set all of the other, like, Forge variant orbs to use our new orb. The Demon Explosion Chamber. He would like that, actually. I think he would like that. Got H2A multiplayer audio extraction working? W, what the fuck? I know Halo 4 audio extraction is kind of a pain in the ass and nobody's really giving it much love because half the sounds from that game aren't even extracted. So H2A, that's pretty cool, actually. Getting stuff out of that engine with WYs and all that stuff seems like it was a pain in the ass, but hey, you did it. Let's fucking go. Alright. So we're going to first start with the Night Forge Halo crate. Instead of using the screen effects orb that it was before, the one that disappears in custom games, we get to go to our own new one. Objects Levels Multi-Alpine Sandbox Forge. Go to FX Orb New. And we're going to copy this, and we're just going to go through every single one of these crates that we've been using. The Flood Effect. Boom. Flood Effect's got it now. The Glassed Effect. Again. Boom. And then lastly, the Rain Effect. Demon of Dong, thank you for the 2!
Fire is fun. Explosions are just fire with passion.
True. Which is arguably more fun. Halo 4 sounds are also doo-doo butt-ass. That's true, Didact. You know, only a real one knows that. The actual Didact knows that. That's true. Well, we did it. The crates, they work. It's that easy. Alright, well there's another one we can cross off the list. Particle effects spawner. Fixed. Easy, dude. How long did that take? Like 10 minutes? 15 minutes? And meanwhile, I was explaining the whole process, slowing it down. Easy! Alright, we have bipeds do not respawn. That is referring to this issue right here. Covenant Locust spawner successfully spawns in a Locust, which is great. Super Mantis one, the Scarab ones, they all do the same thing. Problem is, if they die, they never respawn. They just don't. In the old Ultimate Forge, we had this system that destroyed the spawn points right here instantly after a fixed amount of time, which then caused them to respawn and then also spawn a new Locust. I think I have a good system for doing this, too. Using some of the stuff I learned with the Mega Mantis. Halo 4 sounds are sounds. That's all I care about. I think they're cool. They're not all bad. But they're different! It's not like the sounds I grew up with. Therefore, they're bad. That's just science. I don't know what to tell you. Now then, let's take a look at how these spawners work. So we go Objects, Vehicles, Cov Locust Remastered, and we should have... No. Cov Locust Spawner. Let's see what happens. Once we spawn in the spawner, we get this. It spawns in. It's the spawner that spawns in the spawner effect, which spawns in the Locust. Easy. So the Skaboodly Locust? It sure is. So it spawns. And what do we have? We have a delay next spawn. Oh, it just... I just never worked on it. Okay. So it basically just delays this infinitely. Demon! Holy shit! Oh, I forgot it was going to be loud. Thank you for the 50! Holy fuck! Thank you very much.
Now you promise this is the last modding stream before release, correct?
No.
So logically we could release at the end of this stream, then have all day tomorrow to make maps for a game night tomorrow.
It must be so nice living in your mind, where things just are so easy and simple. It must be nice. Must be freaking... No, unfortunately, that is not the case. I would love it if that were the case. Theoretically, I mean, it could be the case, but I'm going to take it carefully and slowly. I'm not releasing tonight. I will be, should everything go well, releasing the final playtest version tonight. And then we release. Beginning of the stream, you said you were done. I'm done, except for this. Fix the not respawning bipeds redo the Forge AI points, and then that's it. Then it's done. So as soon as these are done, the mod's done. We'll do one last playtest in order to potentially find any remaining bugs, and then release. I just want it to be done, man. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired. I just want the mod to be done. But there's just more major bugs appearing because there's so much content in this fucking mod. There's so much. It's fine though. It's gonna believe it. It's fine. It's fine. Now, I'm actually going to think this through. I doubt I'll be able to come up with anything unique and new, but I do want to see if there's a better way to handle the despawning. My current way of handling despawning is this. After a certain predetermined amount of time that you as the player have no control over, I would spawn in damage that will instantly kill this spawn point right here. That's the idea. And then once that disappears, it'll respawn a brand new locust based on the actual spawn time of the spawn point. But it's like a hard-coded despawn. The annoying thing is, can't wait to make maps on this. I'm glad. I can't wait to see the maps. People have already made such incredible maps, even on the test version, even knowing that they're going to lose all their progress when the mod releases, or even potentially when the next pre-release update comes out. So I'm so ready to see people actually able to make maps and just keep them forever. I'm so excited. The playtests have been so awesome. Have a zone as the whole map. Count the spawn points minus the biped spawn in. If it equals 0, delete and respawn it. Wait. I wouldn't know how to specifically search for the spawn points themselves because I can't refer to them with a map, like with a name in the scenario because they're spawned in via Forge. They're just, the only way I would be able to narrow them down is as crate objects, but there's like a gazillion crate objects because it's Ultimate Forge. So I don't know how I would be able to detect them very well, frankly. My map is, I'm so ready, Nick. It's gonna be so sick. Your map looks great. The only sad thing to me is that you're gonna lose the map when release happens. Unless there's some way to salvage it, I have no idea. I think I'm just going to do this the old way, where the spawn point will get deleted after a particular time. It'll spawn in the locust, and then... Wait, what is this? And then after 2 minutes... it will delete itself. And if nobody has taken the locust or anything, then the locust will explode and the respawn point will explode. I'm gonna use the Covenant hallways in the space sandbox for mission purposes. I could put them on there. Alright, I should still have an insta-kill object in here somewhere. It'd also be kind of cool. I could potentially do this for the AI as well, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. A mass grave occurring would be a little laggy potentially. Whatever though. Are there any damage effects in here? Not related to the spawner, sadly. Maybe here? No, there wouldn't be any damage effects in there either. I'm just gonna copy one of, like, these objects, vehicles, Cov Locust Remastered. No, the spawner. We'll do damage effects, and then this one is going to do enough damage to instantly kill anything on it. Kill spawner damage effect will be spawned in here. And the kill spawner damage effect is going to be no side effect, Category high explosive, radius of 1.5. What is cutoff scale? Why is that there? Radius of 1.5. It'll have a complex AoE radius. The damage will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Won't do any active camo damage. Won't have any acceleration. Won't do any damage to anyone riding anything. Explosion large. It will not stun AI at all. Will not shake the world at all. It will not even have a damage response. Hopefully, this will work. In order to test this, I'm going to give it a, instead of 119 seconds, I'm going to give it a 15-second timer. Or refresh. So we should see this spawn in after 1 second. And then after, oh, that happens sometimes. And then theoretically, after 15 seconds, both of these will instantaneously explode violently. This is an editor bug. Normally it just spawns one. Jesus, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, it worked, but like, what the fuck? Why was it so powerful? Is there like a giant radius in here that I missed? What the hell, man? Why did I die too? Okay, we'll give it a smaller radius this time. And we'll spawn it in manually. So we get one here. Place our Cov Locust spawner. 1 second in. It's chilling. Nothing crazy's going on. It's looking good. Oh, right, because the eyes... Oh, I get it. That's a feature. That's a feature. Have a great night. Hey, see you around, FBI boy. Appreciate you tuning in. Good God! What killed me? I need to debug damage. Is it the locust exploding that's killing me, or is it the damaged sphere that's killing me? JP! 33 months of JP. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I wish I had a damage effect that did that to me. Ew! I bet you do. I bet you do. That was good to see you. Thank you for 33 months, so I appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope you've been good. I guess. That's also a feature. And then in multiplayer, that would respawn the object eventually. Okay, I mean, that works. You know, that works. I think what's going on, honestly, is that the locust, when it blows up, is like dying instantaneously, which is kind of a problem. Kind of a big problem. So we gotta fix that. Add Master Chief, add pizza. All good suggestions. Alright, we'll copy that. And then... having the Covenant Locust blow up everything when it dies is kind of very annoying. There's Gibbs, and then there's Explosion. We have a sound. light, decal. Oh, and then we have damage effect called. Oh, it's a screen effect. So it's not that. So it's got to be the main explosion right here. Don't tell me it does the Scarab main explosion and nobody changed it out. Don't tell me. Okay, it's not that, but it does... Where is the damage coming from? Hello? This thing blows up and kills everything. And apparently there's no damage effect? I find that a little hard to believe. Oh, here we go. We have a Cov Locust Destruction Death effect hidden away in here. Which plays the Mantis Death damage effect. What the fuck? Which is a tiny radius of 400 damage. You say so. Well, hopefully that fixes that. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. We should now be able to stand near it without dying instantly. What am I making tonight, Mr.? I am trying to get this Covenant Locust to blow up without killing me instantly. And fixing the other remaining few bugs in the mod. And then I'm done. Forever. Ultimate Forge is done. Please, God. Let it be done. I just realized I set it back to 115 seconds. I'm not waiting that long. Huge! Okay. Vehicles like the Locust can now be instantly killed. Unfortunately, it seems that the damage is not big enough now to kill the crate object beneath it. Which better have health. Also trying to do something with the HUD. Wondering if you have an idea, send a DM. Okay, give me 1 second. I will definitely check it out. Oh, the model doesn't have any damage info. Okay. What now? Perfect. It is done. 3.0 is gonna go great. That's fine. We don't have to do all that. We don't need a 3.0. It's actually, we're actually completely fine. We don't have to do all that way. It is completely fine. Shadow Revenant. Too late. Good suggestion. Almost added it at one point, but it's too late now. It's too late. Alright, there's Covenant Locust spawner. Now we're gonna go to the Super Mantis spawner. We're gonna swap out this effect for the new one we just did. We're gonna replace the whole thing and make sure that it's actually on the Super Mantis instead of the Covenant Locust. And then we're going to do the same thing with all of the Scarabs. Now that I think about it, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe the Scarabs should be one-time spawns. Kind of be annoying if the Scarabs would respawn a bunch of times. What do you guys think? Should I make the Scarabs respawn or should they be one-time spawns? Because, like, obviously the Locust and this Mega Mantis respawn now. That's taken care of, but... One time? Yeah, I'm also leaning towards one time, but on the off chance somebody else feels differently. No, it doesn't matter? Okay, perfect, great. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That means we're done with that. Now, we're going to do something I should have done a long time ago, admittedly. We're going to go to every single terrain object very fast. And we're going to make them not be pathfinding obstacles. So the AI will not care about them, essentially. Which should help with their brains, I hope. There's just so many of them. There's so many Turian objects. Well, what else is on our forges? So we have that. Can't exit the E3 Scarab. There's basically nothing. Besides that one, it's just the AI stuff, which, low-key, I don't want to fix that right now. Clean up this map. Don't need any of this stuff on here. Delete, delete, delete. Go to our crates. We're good here. We're good here. Seems like the map's pretty clean. Let's switch over to the Halo 3 Forge Worlds. Halo 3 Forge World, let's do it. We're gonna make the AI good. In order to make sure I don't accidentally lose all my progress on Forge Worlds. Levels, multi-Forge Halo. We'll make a backup Forge Halo. AI, points, hold. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to open up Forge World, my Halo 3 Forge World. Imagine a hard drive crashes. Don't say that, dude. Do not say that. That's cursed. I'm a certified Spectre hater? Damn. Why you letting have an idea about the HUD? Oh yeah, let me check it out. I got distracted. You said... Do I know a way to change HUD icons of the vehicles in Boost? I know the Boost function can animate things in the HUD because it does that for the Saber. I want the short sword to switch between HUD reticles depending if it's boosting, which is how you enter the bomber camera mode. Let me open Foundation really quick. I think it should be pretty straightforward because I mean all the HUD works just through states. Also, I finally got super chats. It can be tortured with community brand like W. You got to add the text to speech so that you can suffer even harder. All right, we're gonna go to UI, C HUD. I'm going to look at the Falcon, because I presume it's a V Falcon. That's the chin gun. Just regular Falcon. Or no, not Falcon. Saber. Oh god, wait, I forgot that. I don't know if I'm going to be of any help, to be honest. I forgot Reach made HUDs way more complicated. Did it make it more complicated? I mean, it's definitely different. Let me see. It might be the same thing. Got state data. What the? Okay, yeah, they really changed the state data. What the fuck? This is nothing like Halo 3. Yeah, I'm gonna be so honest, dude. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you. I have no clue how any of this works. I've never messed with Reach's HUDs in the... Not since I was doing assembly stuff and just swapping out textures. So it's categorized into brackets, aiming, missile lock, inbound, warning. There's thruster meter. If I select that, that's brackets. So now we go brackets and then crosshair, thruster meter. Oh yeah, right here. It's... You can see it's tied to external input A, which is set to vehicle boost meter. And... Let me see, is this tied to anything? So it's bitmap widgets, but this is... Okay, yeah. So the thruster meter right here you can see is contained. And the thruster meter has placement data for itself. They named it crosshair for whatever reason. But yeah, they named the thruster placement right here, thruster meter, which is tied to vehicle boost meter as its main function input. And then it has an animation down here, animation data, which is called Saber Overheat, and that's obviously tied to the thruster meter. And what that does is it looks like it changes the color of that HUD icon using this animation, switching slowly between these different colors over these different keyframes. So honestly, not too bad. Now that I'm looking at this, the reach thing isn't as bad as I thought. It's just kind of confusing at first. Yeah, I would just hunt for whatever it is, thruster meter, find it under the widget collection. The thruster meter is under the bracket collection, so brackets, and then the actual bitmap widget is thruster meter, and you can see that it has an input, and it doesn't look like it has any state data, which generally seems to mean it's just on your, it's on the HUD all the time. And yeah, it just plays an animation. Okay, this is basically Halo 3, but just more organized and a little fancier. I thought this was way crazier. I thought this was like Halo 4 type HUD editing. This actually seems pretty good. It's not too bad. And it looks like it's got some text, I would assume. Yeah, thruster heat also has text, which is tied to vehicle boost meter. And it just has rendered input string thruster heat. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward stuff. Kind of got the exact point you're pointing out. The trick is figuring out how to make it actually make it... Oh, I got you. The way that the animations work are the same as Halo 3. That part I actually do know really well. So in this animation, if you wanted, you can... This is what the... This is the Chad tag. CHUD animation data, Chad. And in these, the Saber overheat animation, as you can see, does color. But basically the way it works is if I'm not going to save this, but I delete the color stuff. And if I wanted to move something, what I would do is I'd add a position keyframe, and you... Add where? Okay, here we go. So yeah, you add a position data, and then you add keyframe. So you would start at... You basically keyframe it as if you're on a timeline. So here's keyframe 0 would be the start, and it would have the starting position be 0, 0, 0. And then you add another keyframe to some arbitrary keyframe number like 1,000. And then you would have that position go to like 500 on the Y. And so now you have two keyframes here in the animation, the start and the end, and it starts at 0 and it ends at 500. And if you plug that animation into whatever function, it will now move from Y0 to Y500. It's literally just a timeline editor, but in these fucking shitty-ass blocks. I got you. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of glad I looked at that, because I did not know that Reach's HUD editor was not as bad as I thought it was. That was not too bad. It's just a little fancier. It looks a little different, organized a little differently. Listen, man. Listen, don't make fun of me. Okay, I have a severe speech impediment. That's a lie, I don't. I speak really nice. But your mom is in my DMs, and if you could tell her to just get out of there and just stop what she's doing, that would be phenomenal. Thank you. It's getting to me. It's getting a little weird. I need your RAM, but get the fuck away from my RAM. Back the fuck up. It's my RAM. Do not touch my fucking RAM. The AIs are trying to take it too. Sam Altman came to my house like 3 days ago. He knocked on my door and he was like, "Oh, you got some RAM sticks in here?" I was like, "No, what's a RAM?" And he's like, "I can smell the gamer on you." And he tried to like bust in through my door. I had to like close it and hold it. It was really scary. I didn't like it very much. Anyway, we gotta do AI stuff. I have like 4 extra sticks of DDR4. Am I sitting on a fortune? Yeah, but you know what? You should let me hold on to those for you, because some people might, you know, like try to take them from you. Let me hold on to those so you don't have to worry about them. So I did this, okay? Look at these. Beautiful firing points. So nice, so good. Problem, the AI completely fucking ignore all of them. They don't care. The AI doesn't give a fuck about these AI points. The only AI points they actually listen to are the ones on the island, which coincidentally are also the first AI points I put down. I started here and did the whole island, then I moved on to the rest of the map. If I put the AI anywhere other than the island, they all run here. What that tells me is that the AI are stupid, and that the game is stupid, and that even after a certain number of AI points, they just stop working. It'll let you place more, but after a certain amount of them, they just don't work. The game doesn't tell you that. The AI just stop going to them. So I have to make a way shittier version of this, with way less AI points, way less detail, way less goodness. Isn't there a limit? This is the limit. This is the maximum amount of AI points you can have on any given map. It does not get... I'm at the absolute limit. And it turns out that limit doesn't even matter, because the actual limit is way lower. Those spawn points are nav points? They're nav points. I spent so long making the whole map have great pathfinding, only for the game to just not use 90% of them. Guess I'll die. So now what I have to do is go through the whole map and instead place 1 point at a time in every single different region. So 1 on the island, 1 over here, 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 because it looks like it only cares about the first spawn points you place down. And that makes me want to die. Thankfully, I made a backup, so I can delete all these without feeling bad. Because I can always just supplement the backup, and then it's fine. There we go. All of our firing positions are gone. Dick Berg! Thank you for the 420.
I can smell the gaper on you.
What the fuck does that mean? Is Iron Lung out? Yes, I watched it, and it was actually so good. I highly recommend it. Thank you for the 420. Dick Berg, what does that mean? You know, Iron Lung was actually super good. I went into it and I was like, I played Iron Lung. I know like a little bit of the lore. You know, I liked the concept originally, and I'm not gonna lie, it was genuinely a great movie. I really liked it. I don't know if it'll be for everyone. It's kind of like psychological. It kind of like makes you piece things together. You kind of have to be paying attention, but I really liked it. And smell the gaper. Oh, that's what. No, I said gamer. Because he's trying to come for my RAM. I don't know what a Markiplier is because Unk is washed. Dude, how do you not know Markiplier? He's been around forever. It doesn't matter if you're Unk. You should still know Markiplier. Arlen was weird. There's so many low-budget cosmic horror movies that are just guy in a room. It's low budget. They clearly had the ability to do way more VFX than establishing shots. I don't know. I still liked it. Because as much as they had the restriction of only having that one set, not that they needed to only have that one set, but it actually, they played into the strengths of it, I thought, which was really cool. I thought it was, I don't know, it felt awesome. I really enjoyed the movie. Sparse AI points. I feel like they could have had more high quality renders of locations and bases to flesh out the world building. I kind of weirdly liked that they didn't, because it made the whole viewing experience more like claustrophobic almost. I know that was a limitation on their part, but in a way it played to the strengths of the setting of the movie, which was kind of cool. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and I'm in a weird submarine today. No, actually Markiplier is, I thought, a very good actor. I was very impressed by his performance in Iron Lung. I felt like with the movie, it's the kind of movie where it's either for you or it's not, but if it's for you, it's like really for you. The movie felt like it was very much for me. I thought it was really well done. And I'm not even like a huge Markiplier or Iron Lung fan. I just really fucked with the setting and the story a lot, and the execution of it. It was just so cool. Also, I'm a sucker for like cosmic horror, which it very much was. Loving the thumbnail? Oh my god. You're scaring me. Yay, shitty, sparse AI points. My favorites! Gotta be done, though. Gotta be done. Okay, we're making progress here. Our friends have been talking about making Halo short film with their costumes for years. People like to talk. Less so do. You're gonna have to be the one to make it happen. Because it ain't gonna happen otherwise. But you should, though, to be honest. I think it'd be really sick. I think you're cut out for it. You absolutely could. You got more than enough know-how. That's a man hurt by promises. Yeah, that's life. Experience has taught me that. Yeah, now someone I've been talking about getting into modding and making Halo vehicles for years. Maybe someday. Oh wait, exactly. That's why you can do it. Because you're you and you do things. You got that big Brian. Alright, with my shitty AI points, do my AIs walk around and actually do things? Let's find out. Should be under objects, characters, spawners, AI spawn. What the fuck? Never mind, it's under where I just was. Spawner elite. Here we go. Let's turn on run game scripts so that the AI scripts activate. What does our new elite friend here do? Does he run to one of the new AI points? He's not moving. He's still not moving. Well, he's not running away, at the very least. Oh yeah, he's walking around. Oh, you know what I bet? Oh no, he can run. He's chilling. Ow. You know, he's fighting me. I'm cheating. I haven't noticed you haven't placed any grass yet. Oh. You know, it's actually a good point. Eventually, I should probably place down... Oh, wait! Look at all that grass I placed down. It's everywhere. Multitudes. And is that rocks in the rocky areas? Holy shit, my talent is overwhelming. I'm so incredible. Praise me now. Orgalorg, good to see you. Thanks so much for the 2.
What
Appreciate
did you
it.
do, bro? Did you take his Pizzole away?
I did. He had no Pizzole. 0 Pizzole. L. 0 Pizzole. Fuck him. Fuck the elite. Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Stupid. He's stupid. Stupid. Look at him. Ooh, I'm just gonna walk. Who walks like that? What a fucking idiot, dude. What a fucking... He's so stupid, dude. What a idiot, dude. What a idiot. Okay, but now can he do stuff in here? New elite friend. Walk around the hangar. He's walking! Woo! Cool. The Sentinel Guardian still drop their beams. Can you please finish the Guardian beam? Oh, you know, I'm gonna remove the Guardians. Oh, they're fucked. They don't work. I could add flying AI points. I could. It's possible. I need to add vehicle AI points now, and also flying AI points. Yay! Look at this fucking idiot. He's just walking again, bro. Watch this. Watch this. Support with different variants of AI, like different color leads. Unfortunately, I don't have the Forge menu space for that. In Halo Reach, it would be easy. In Halo 3, I'm limited by the amount of things I can place. That's it. I'm going to go stand up and stretch real quick, because it's been well over an hour now. Give me 2 minutes. 2 whole minutes. I know, I'm asking for a lot here. But just 2. I'll be right back. Boom. Scared you. Where did the elite go? Did he just walk away? He's gone. Oh, there he is. He's just walking around. He's having a good time. Hanging around. Suppose we should probably do vehicle points too. That would be pretty smart. My thing is, I feel like we should do vehicle points, but we should also do flying points, because then we could have sentinels, and we definitely need to, I think it's more of a priority to have like sentinel AI. It's priority here. Let me give this a try. I can do that, right? No, there's no uniquely flying points. That's such a shame. Is there a way to do this? Maybe I should redo the points again, but instead do them as like one unit off the ground. That way the sentinels can kind of float around. Because if I spawned in a sentinel right now, I'm pretty sure they just like hug the floor and they look stupid. Oh, I gotta up their health. Oh my goodness. Increase all AI health. Some still low. Weird. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. No, vehicle areas. They shouldn't use vehicle areas. How do I set a flying point? Wait, what if I add one firing point at a height of 1.5 world units off the ground? Would they then use it? Would it count as a flying point then? I still don't think. Maybe they do need... There's no way they need a vehicle area. He's not even trying to... He gave up, he didn't care. Are the Marines and the Pelican still fixed? Should I break again? Marines should be good. Let me double check. I can spawn them in real quick. I don't know what was with the Marines not wanting to move around. They're acting weird. Yeah, they're moving. I'm not really sure what was up with them. Sentinel? Oh, they do need vehicle zones. Okay. Weird that they do, but I guess that makes sense. Designated vehicle area, and I'll spawn in some firing points 1.5 meters off the ground. I think it needs to be like 1.2 meters to be available for ground vehicles as well, if I recall. I'll do some testing, but that should work. So we have this new instance, vehicle, set it as a vehicle area. Put this onto a vehicle area. Delete that one. Let's see. Do it do? Do it do? No, he's still not interested in moving. Steven, thanks for the 5, dude. Appreciate it.
Will my elites climb into locusts? Out of curiosity. Cause that would be stupidly cool.
I could make it so they can. They don't have like a massive interest in getting in vehicles a lot of the time, but maybe now that I have like some vehicle points, they might. Ultimate Forge updates, I gotta add Marines or Cubbies as a third faction on my next map. They should work pretty well. They'll work on Forge Worlds. Other maps, debatable. Very odd that the Sentinel doesn't care to move. He should be immediately added. None of them are even rotating. They should have idle, the ability to like float around. The vehicle area should be working. I have firing points on the vehicle area. Is there anything particular I need to do for it? There shouldn't be. I have it all set up. It's got the BSP index, it's got a sector index, it's even got a firing point offset. The big Sentinel thing from H2, sadly I can't because it's a vehicle type AI. It's annoying that it doesn't work, but it's a restriction of using the cursed method to spawn in AI in multiplayer. It's very odd. I feel like this should be working. But feeling doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Looking around, I don't get it. Should work. Maybe it's too high in the air? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna spawn an elite. And I'm gonna spawn in a ghost and see if he cares to get inside it. I think he might only get in the ghost if I also get it. If he hijacks me, I may get to see him in action. Hijack me? The brute only thing? He should be able to hijack. Maybe that's not an elite thing in 3. I know they do it in 2. Maybe I need to edit elites to be able to do that. Elite character. The AI the elites are using are elite style. And under vehicle. Yeah, they have vehicle board right here. Wonder why he's not doing it. Oh, there we go. He got out immediately. What the fuck? My vehicle area invalid somehow? I have it set as a vehicle area. Maybe the firing points are too high. Why did he... No, I don't even care anymore. It is what it is. Why are the Sentinels brain dead? What's up with that? They use the default Sentinel aggressor style. They have all the default stuff going on. Movement property is set to keep moving. Do I need to up their pathfinding and destination radius, maybe? Okay, something changed. He moved to the ground. So that's different. Okay. Interesting. They're still acting so strange, they don't even move. I'm so confused. I don't know. That's very odd. Build a map on unsupport and make them not move. Yeah, I mean, that was probably gonna happen anyway. I don't know, I was just hoping it would work. I feel like it shouldn't be very complicated. There's nothing crazy or different about any of this. I don't know. Do they need flying hints? I don't know. I'm pretty sure flying hints are, for, like, different types of AI. I don't know, let me see. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't make sense either. Bro, move! What are you doing? The H2A Sentinel Factory? Yeah, it was also just an image. People keep saying it's a model, and I've looked at it like 10 times. It's just an image. Yeah, I'll boot up the final mission. I need to see how this works. This should absolutely work. It's not, but it should. Oh, man, I don't know what it is. I woke up today, and I've been so tired all day. I think I need to make more coffee. Vitamin D, it's winter, you don't get as much sun. Maybe. Maybe. I didn't take my multivitamin today. That's, you know, that's a fair point. I need any coffee. I've lived my entire life without it. I'm fine. You don't understand. Start living a life with coffee and then go without it. It's different. It's different. Squads. Secret egg squad? What the fuck? Sassy egg. What? Oh, these are for spawning the vehicles. Ghosts and mongoose. Ziggurat exterior, Sentinel left. Uses the zone called Ziggurat Air. Does not even use vehicle areas. It has regular firing positions in that area. Nothing special. They're just floating in the air. That's it. It's just in area 21. It's not set as a vehicle area or anything. Okay, do we need flight hints? There are no flight hints. So my AIs are just cursed. Got it. Understood. I just have to hang my head in shame and cry. Will do. No flying hints? No flying hints. Maybe they need to be in the air. Yeah, maybe they're just not high enough in the air. No, that doesn't make sense. I've seen these Sentinels work before. They'll just fly around the ground hints and just like be shoved into the ground. So the fact that they're not working is very odd. We need to like regenerate pathfinding data. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Don't freaking get it, dude. Oh, I opened the wrong map. Cries. Amazing custom AI. It's just copied and pasted version of the vanilla AI. Dragon's Raw, thanks so much for the 3.
Hello, you look like you need a coffee break.
That's funny you say that. I was thinking the exact same thing. That was flat ass. That's true. Don't let the name fool you. In game, it'll say Alpine Sandbox, but it's just not true. It's called flat ass. I'm gonna rename all of the scenarios for Ultimate Forge to have at the beginning AAA underscore. That way they always pop up at the beginning of your list of maps because I'm that guy. I am him. Okay, so it got a sign. It no longer has the green thing above its head. And yet it refuses to move. Move. Do something! Is it flatter than Kansas? Surprisingly, yes. Alright, I'm going to take a quick coffee break because I can't stop yawning and I feel like I ran a marathon today. Fun fact, I did not. But I'm going to go get that coffee. I'll be back real quick. Give me not even 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. I acquired the coffee. Therefore, things are about to get a hell of a lot better. Forge World's AI is good now. Every other map should also have good AI. The only thing that is needed to make the AI better on those maps and on Forge World is to fix the terrain to make them not a pathfinding obstacle. So we'll take a quick look here. We'll do a test here on Forge World. See how well it works. Hopefully reasonably well. We'll take the Sentinel here, replace him with an elite. Refresh. And we're also going to spawn in a terrain piece. This will be our test terrain piece to see if this is even worth it. So we'll do flat, small grass, which is the standard terrain piece. Looks like this. And right now, this probably... That poor elite. This probably causes the AI to act a little wonky. So he's running away. Look what he's doing. He's trying to get the hell out of here. Now he's willing to shoot at me. But he continues to run. He wasn't doing that before. And it's likely because the terrain small grass has this giant red sphere around it. This is the bounding radius of the object. We're going to go into the object here. Should be terrain, flat, small, grass. Coffee sip. Now it's good that the AI wants to avoid objects, but this is a terrain object. So we should now do not a pathfinding obstacle, which is this checkbox right here. And we're going to refresh, and we're going to play out that scenario a second time. But now that this is not considered a pathfinding obstacle, the AI, theoretically, should ignore that the terrain exists at all. He doesn't care. He doesn't care that there is a terrain object that he's standing on anymore. He's just walking. Admittedly, he's struggling to walk, but he's walking nonetheless. He's now shooting way, way closer. Oh, and he's running over it. He doesn't care. Trying to sneak up on me. And he's sneaking up by walking over the terrain now. He legit does not care. That's awesome. I think Forge World and Halo 3 makes you realize how different Reach is. Yeah, it's true. It is rather different. Okay, I'm going to run another test really quickly. I don't know how far away the Elite can pathfind. Now we're like floating in the air. I don't know if the Elite can pathfind anymore at this height, but I'm curious to see. It probably won't work very well, to be honest. He probably won't know what to do. I think his brain is now dead. He is so high in the air that he's just confused. So he probably will stop walking now because he's too far away from any pathfinding to make any decisions as far as walking goes. So that's kind of an inevitability here. We can't really add pathfinding onto objects, I don't think. What's the most exciting part of making something like this? I'm really liking how it looks. To be honest, the most exciting part editing-wise is making cool new vehicles and weapons and AI and stuff. But the most exciting part overall is seeing the cool maps people make. Whenever we run playtests, we obviously need maps to play on, so I like telling people to go spend an hour making a map really quick and seeing the stuff people come up with, because I spend a lot of time on these objects. But making a terrain piece, making it look good, making it have nice collision, making it have cool pieces of grass on it, that's boring as fuck, to be completely honest with you. It is insanely boring, even. But seeing people use it in a map as, like, an object to make something really cool, that's peak. That is absolutely peak, and I love it so much. But alright, setting this as a pathfinding obstacle seems to, for the most part, solve some issues. So I'm going to go ahead and set these as not a pathfinding obstacle, but only for the ground pieces. I think setting the ground pieces to not be obstacles is smart, but I think doing the cliffs and stuff would be a mistake, because then they would run into cliffs, which would be kind of awkward. You don't know what people will make? Yeah, people are really creative and awesome, and I honestly am not that great at making forge maps. I don't have, like... What is that? I don't really have that know-how. I'm just going to go through all these terrain pieces and just, yeah, make them not a pathfinding obstacle. It's pretty straightforward. It's not complicated, but it helps a lot. I cannot increase the player count, sadly. I know in the Halo Mods Discord server a while back, one of the MCC devs, like years ago, said they tried internally to test making the player count higher, because that's not something I as a modder can edit, and they said it worked, but it caused massive issues in like multiple game modes, and it was like a whole thing, and they basically were just like, they don't have enough manpower to do it well. Because in order to do it, they basically would have had to refactor like massive chunks of the engine, and it would have risked breaking like a ton of stuff, and they were just like, yeah, that's not worth it. Technically possible, but just requires a ton of work on their end, and I don't think they're even working on MCC anymore, so imagine we had more manpower. We would have gotten a lot more updates and a lot more longevity out of MCC if the microtransactions had not been shunned by the community. I mean, obviously, it's easy to say that in hindsight, but like, at the time, I get it. People were like, no, do not put fucking extra microtransactions in MCC. But if MCC did get those extra microtransactions, it would have been more viable to keep more people on the project. Thank you for the 2, Joe.
Zuafi put those H2AMP sounds with organized folders in hashtag modding general if you want them.
Really? Sick. Let's fucking go. Okay, let me go into the flood folder and do those 3 objects really quickly, but as far as all the ground terrain objects go, the AI should no longer care. So let's do terrain flat. What do you guys think? Are you okay with the cliffs also not causing AI to stop that? Let me reword that. Let me rephrase that in a way that makes sense. The AI will avoid objects, obviously, and the terrain pieces, the ground and the cliffs, are objects that they will avoid. They will no longer avoid the ground terrain. They will walk as if they are not there, and as long as you build your terrain close enough to the ground, the AI will walk over it and not care. My question to you is, should they do the same with the cliffs? Because they will avoid the cliffs very heavily. They have a very large radius. Diaduct, saying they should avoid the cliffs? I think it's... I right now have them avoiding the cliffs because I think that's the right... Thank you for the 5, Demon!
Also, this is kinda stupid, but if you use just an underscore in front of the file name, it should be first. Underscore comes before a.
True. I don't want to accidentally mess something up, though, as far as the way all this file name stuff works, though. You can see how they interact with the cliffs. It's probably for the best. The worst offender will absolutely be the giant cliffs. We can do the small cliff, medium cliff, and the worst offender I can already tell you will be the large cliff because it has such a massive amount of space around it. Right here, here's the small cliff. This red radius is how far an AI will walk away before it feels comfortable. And because these cliffs are kind of long and not round, the AI, if it's on that side or that side, will just completely avoid it. And the reason that's bad is because if we look at the large cliff, which is insanely large, AI will run all the way over there from the cliff before they feel comfortable to just like chill. So, god damn, this cliff is really big, by the way. I didn't realize this thing is the size of the entire fucking island. It's kind of insane. Also blends very nicely with the terrain. That's cool. Does it blend? Yes. I love Cliff Large. It is a great, great piece. Look, the cliff, like, eats up the entire fucking Blood Gulch Canyon over here. The Coagulation Canyon. There you go. Whole canyon's blocked up now. I do very much like the ground terrain pieces. Like, these ground pieces are using the exact same textures I used for my Halo 3 Forge World here, so they blend, not perfectly, but very nicely. So if you were like, oh, I don't want this water pool here, you could place this, like, right here. Or, alternatively, probably even better, would be to place the flat object there. I added a bunch of flat pieces now. So flat small grass, you could probably just put one of those down, it would work even better. Boom. I added the wrong one. Oops. Terrain square. That was the right one. Yeah, these are the small terrain pieces right here, the flat ones. Very handy, by the way. I feel like these go really underutilized, but there's a lot of good use cases for these.
I has cliff phobia.
Thank you for the 3, Dragons. Are you and the AI are both just like... Look at that. Now there's no more water. The water is gone. Erased. Like it was nothing. Love the waterfalls too. Oh yeah, those are great as well. There's a lot of potential all around. I can't wait to see more stuff. Like, when we were doing the playtest, people made some seriously awesome maps. Seriously awesome. And I just can't wait to see more. People are going to do some crazy stuff. Do AI benches work? I could make them work, but not currently, no. When is the final release of the mod coming out? I was working on a map to stop the release. We get lost. Are they going to do game nights? We're going to do one more game night, and then I'm going to release. That game night will be either tomorrow or the next day, because right now we're fixing all the last issues right now, which there are very few of. I want to do one more game night, just in case there's somehow a major bug that I've missed, like a major issue with the mod. I think I've gotten all of them, but there's really no way for me to know. And the last thing I want to do is release the mod, make a big fanfare about it, make a bunch of YouTube shorts, make a bunch of videos, announce it everywhere, and then people play it and they're like, oh, this mod fucking sucks. It doesn't even work. Like, that would blow. Because I can't update this. Once I release the mod, I'm not going to update it ever again. Because if I ever update the mod, it will almost certainly break everyone's maps and they'll lose all their progress. Think of the 5
I'm gonna remake Archipelago, but removing the longsword.
That would be sick. Wait for tomorrow, whenever I put it out, because right now the island map is broken. In the last update, I somehow accidentally put the kill barrier like 20 feet in the air, so you can't fly up in the air without instantly dying. My bad. But it's fixed now, I just gotta push the update out. How this works, the huge bug will only be discovered after release. You're right. I know it's going to inevitably happen. I don't know. It's some weird shit's going to happen. Did I add the Reach Fire? No, I decided against it. It would have taken a long time to finish, so sadly not. But the mod will be out very, very soon. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love this mod. I really, really love Ultimate Forge. But I'm so ready to move on to another project, dude. I have gained better willpower and ability to work on a single project without, like, veering off onto some other shit. And so I've been able to focus wholeheartedly on Ultimate Forge lately. But, bro, I'm so ready to be done with this fucking mod. As much as I love it, as much as this mod is awesome and it's everything I've ever wanted in a Halo mod, let's do something else. Guardian Forest, maybe. Can't wait for, yeah, permafrost is the next big thing. What's cool about permafrost is it's more like huge grass, where it's a giant multiplayer map. Ultimate Forge lets you work on a bunch of random shit. True, and I love that about it. Does the AI Scarab still have a broken collision radius? It's not broken, that's just how the AI works, sadly. I can't give it full physics like Campaign has, because then it just wouldn't spawn in. In minutes, just, yes, not what I said. Out of context. Okay, 1 second. I gotta go grab something really fast. When I get back, what are we gonna do when I get back? We're gonna do... I mean, this should be pretty much good at this point. Increase all AI health. Did that. Don't know what that was about because they seem fine. That's a duplicate of the other one. Dude, we're like done. When we get back, I'll work on the last few things that are there, I guess, but we're basically done at this point. I will be back in 2 minutes. Okay, sorry. I was going AFK more than I should have. I had a bunch of stuff to do, but don't worry. It's good now. I have French fries and the mod's basically done. Feels good. Gotta fix the Halo 3 A cannons for broken physics. Unfortunately, there's nothing to fix there. It's like the Scorpion cannon. It's the exact same way. It's just so much bigger, so it's so much more noticeable. I can't make the physics move on any vehicles in the game. That's just a restriction in the Halo engine. And if I spawn in a Scorpion, it's the exact same deal. It's the reason the Scorpion cannon doesn't have physics either. What have I done this stream? I fixed a bunch of issues and redid the AI here. Notice how in the Scorpion cannon it's the same deal. There's only physics on like the middle of it where it's always sitting, including the back of it you can walk through. This is vanilla Halo 3 right here. I don't know why Bungie just never made it so you can have animated physics on vehicles, to be honest. But they just... it's just how it works. So I can't fix the A cannon. Even the Scorpion in the vanilla game has the same thing. You just do what you can. Is the E3 Scarab weak point hitbox still broken? Do I just... in the current version, it should probably is, yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna reduce the health of the core right now. I'm glad you said that. It just takes way too long to destroy the core at the moment. I set it to an arbitrary value thinking it would be fine because it was so low, but the Scarab has so much health that it's like... it's just insane. Core, yeah. It's 1/10 of that now, so it's actually a reasonable amount. Let me test it too. Make sure it's actually good. It was 600 HP for the core before, which is insane. But now... Can I borrow a fry? Nah. Maybe even a little too weak, but better. How do I escape? No! No! Gotta ride it out. See, how does the CE Scorpion work? Dunno. The Halo 1 has a completely different, unique physics system that's not anything like the other games, so... Not entirely sure. Okay. Well, I'm glad that's fixed. What else do we have? Pelican AI boarding still crashes? We gotta test that. We gotta test that. Let me clean up this map, get everything special off of it that's not supposed to be here. All the terrain and the AI spawners, and get rid of those. Scorpion off of here, and that should be fine. I'm gonna open up my AI test map and see if the Pelican still crashes, because if that's the case, then that's like the only major thing left to do. That's it. That's it. Oh. Where's my test box? Test box. Test. That's an old test. That's not it. Where's my test box? Oh, box test. My mistake. Oh, shit. What up, Boom? Good to see you, dude. I'm even fries. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of testing going on here. So we run game scripts so that we become friendly with the little mans here. Let's go ahead and see if they crash. Somebody said the Pelican crashes, so let's find out.
Shotgun, let me shoot, I'm trained. Let's motivate.
Really just not even trying here. We're ready to get closer. No, that seems to work fine. Somebody said they crashed. Maybe they were playing Huge Grass. Does Saber still refer to itself as a wombat? No, I fixed that.
Give me the gun! I got something to do!
Well, they're certainly struggling to get in, but they're not crashing.
Let's go for a ride!
Come on, you got this, pal. Why did he say that? Any other odd details that Bungie ever looked at the Scorpion Cannon you can think of? I love stuff like that.
You drive! I'll shoot stuff!
The Carbine has some fucked up textures.
You got room for one more?
I was editing the Carbine not that long ago, and I couldn't help but notice the textures on it, on certain parts of it, are absolutely fucked. Like, straight up just errors. I'll see if I can see it. What about the Corvette being labeled as a Banshee? I removed the Corvette. Unfortunately, the Corvette was just a completely useless vehicle, and there was way more useful stuff I could add to the Forge list in its place. Damn, Bungie devs are trash. Mods, send Vimana to the penis explosion chamber, please. Alrighty. We were going to look at... Oh, the Carbine. Yeah, I remember. I don't know if it's only on the first-person model. And to be honest, I don't think you would ever even notice it in-game. But it is absolutely busted. It's a pretty small detail, and I don't think anyone's ever really pointed it out, but I noticed it. Where was it? It might be only on the first-person model. Maybe that's why nobody ever noticed it. Where the hell was it? Let me try... Let's do game speed 0.1, so we're slow-mo. Pulling the Carbine back out. We fire. Maybe it's off screen and that's why it didn't matter. Yeah, I don't think it ever appears in game. There was some part on it that was like super cursed. Weird that I don't see it right now. I completely forgot where it was. I just know it was somewhere on the weapon. I don't know. I guess it seems fine now. Probably just in a spot that you can never see in game, so it doesn't really matter in the first place. Whoa. There's a lot of quirky stuff. Nothing really comes to mind right now, but I swear there's a lot of weird, wacky, quirky shit. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of at a loss. There's not much left for me to do. I guess we'll just make sure all the AI have a good amount of health. Let's do that, I suppose. Did you ever add an overheating animation to the CE fuel rod? No, I haven't. In order to do that, it'd be kind of a pain in the ass, but... I suppose I could. It's not as bad as it... as bad as it could be. Why is this 70, but that's 125 and 75? Make that make sense. Is that because... Wait, I gotta double check this. Is that because of the actual health on the model? 70 and 70? No, I have no idea. I think I just tweaked that one to make it better. Covenant Locust is fine. Elite. The Elites are good. I've fought them many times. Halo 2 or 3 SMG? I would go with 2. The Halo 3 SMG just feels so weak. Will they work better now when there's forge objects near them? They will with the terrain pieces. I'm gonna increase the health of these flood combat forms. I want them to be scarier. I think the Flood, that one's good. Flood Ranger, I'll up its health too. It's already at 250, maybe that's fine actually. Flood Stalker, what's that, 300? That seems pretty good. Flood Tank, whoops. $200, that should be at like 400 for sure. What else, what else? Flood Tank, Grunt. What's the Grunt health at? I feel like I probably buffed the Grunts a little bit, right? 40? Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Hunters not use Jackal. I'll have an AI spawner spawn AIs instead of random ranks. I don't know, actually. I don't believe so. $80 and $80 for the jackals. Should I buff the jackals? I'll buff their HP but keep their shields the same. I think I already buffed the Marines if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they have 200 HP, they're strong. ODST should be the same. Give them 250, so they're a little stronger, a little scarier. Scarab is fine from everything I've seen. Sentinel aggressors definitely need a buff. They have like fucking no HP. Not that they even work to begin with, but still. Enforcer's not even in, sadly. Spartans need to be scary as fuck, though. 150, 150, put them at 300. I'm gonna do 200, 200, put them at 400. And there we go. All the AI health is buffed. W. Where's the Sentinel shield vitality? That is a great question. Make sure that works. Now that I think about it, every time the Sentinels have spawned in, they just had no shields. That feels pretty reasonable. They were like insta-kills before. I don't know what else to do, man. We're done. I have to hunt down that sound bug and think of a way to make the E3 Scarab's gravity lift work a little bit better, but other than that, like, we're done. Nuke break, you're so wise. Your wisdom will teach generations to come. So you're going to release Ultimate Forge? Yep, we're going to do a playtest. We're going to do one more on the off chance that I've forgotten something important, and then we're going to release. The year is 1957. It's beautiful, isn't it? This is a beautiful moment. It's all coming to an end. We did it. Ultimate Forge. It's finished. Why do we have to wait that long? You don't. They're just fucking with you. Oh my god! That thing got launched. The nuke shockwave sent it flying. Holy shit. World War III is happening somewhere over there. How did I do my Christmas hat for the Spartan? I just made it an attachment on the head. Yeah, man. It's done. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess we could hunt down the funny ODST sound now. Might as well. That has been annoying me for a very long time. I no longer want to be sitting on the ODST Mombasa sandbox hearing as some weird cursed crunched sound effect starts screaming in my ear. Personally, not a fan. Should be easy though. Because it'll sound like that no matter what in the editor. So we're going to go all the way to close to the bottom. And acoustics. Yeah, we just have this. I spent way too much time porting over all these individual sounds. I wonder if it's the Earth exterior sound itself, actually. Let's see. How many are... Not that many. That one sounds fine. That one sounds fine. That one's fine. Okay, so the main sound in there just sounds like quiet wind blowing, nothing crazy. Now we have to go through all of these. Let's begin. Well, they all sound normal. Just distant gunfire. I don't even know if you can hear it because the music's kind of loud. Yeah, they all, it's pretty chill. Nothing crazy about any of this. Alright, let's try this one. Maybe it's this one. Oh, there's so many. We gotta go through them all, though. That's a cool sound. I'm just waiting to hear it. I'm waiting to hear it. One of these sounds is super fucked up. Wait. I did hear a weird part of that one. Listen, 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 wait, pause the music. Pause the music. Listen to this. It's not broken, but I hear a little bit of the brokenness. The tail end of it, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try this one. This is what? Distant shells. So far, so good. Nothing crazy here. Seems good. If I go through all of these and there's no error sound, I'm gonna lose my mind. Nope, this one's fine too. Low pass explosions. Maybe it's here. What the fuck, man? I'm starting to get worried. We're like halfway through and we haven't found it yet. I've had a vehicle and air pathfinding. No, I tried air, it didn't work. Vehicle is doable, but I do have to redo a lot of maps for that. Okay. Okay. They all sound fine. Am I schizophrenic? Could be, but I doubt it. One fucking sound has been plaguing me for ages. Alright, let's give these a go. Is it the jets? Not that one. Or that one. Or that one. All the jets are good. Let's try this. A lot of bass, damn. He was watching on your phone right now, you probably can't even hear this. It's insane levels of bass. Make my head vibrate. Dude, what? How have we not found it yet? The odds are getting slimmer and slimmer that we're going to find this. So I think it's going to be Fallout 3 Remaster at the end of the show. I don't know if it's going to be at the end of the show, but it's almost a guarantee that there is going to be a Fallout 3 Remaster. I ain't schizophrenic. You hear that? That's it. Is it all of them? It might be all of these. It is! All the Banshee flybys are fucked up. I can just remove these, and we'll never have to hear this bullshit again. Yeah, man. It was just the Banshee flybys. W. Save that shit. Never let me hear it again. Huge. Skaboodly. Speaking of our longer videos, make a movie about the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Oh, that would go crazy hard. I love that. Never been to the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park before? It's just a giant harmless pit of flesh. They discovered it in like the 1920s. It's not a big deal. It's pretty boring. No one tell Hyper? I know. Hyper'd be all over the crust. We did it. Another one off the list. We deleted the cursed ODST scenery sound thingy. Look how tiny this list is. 1, 2. That's it. That's literally it. It's like Cedar Point. Yeah, it's whatever. Not a big deal. It's just the flesh pit. It looked good, don't it? Don't you love to say it? It good. They basically add vehicle points and figure out what the fuck to do with the gravity lift on the E3 Scarab. How do I make it so the gravity lift activates, but not when you're inside it? That's impossible. I either make it so the gravity lift only turns on when you wound it, but then you have no way of getting inside. There's no winning. There's literally just no winning. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it so that the thing only comes down when it takes damage. Because right now, if getting stuck in it is worse than not being able to get in. Because at the very least, in order to get in, you could put a fucking man cannon to launch you into it, or have a ramp or something, you know? At the very least, you could do that to get in. Well, sort of. I don't know, but it's better than getting trapped in there, to be honest. Once you're in, you're in. How about it spawns a button prompt when downed? I wish I could. But only in campaign, sadly. That'd be easy to do something like that in a campaign mission. That'd be stupid easy, but sadly, nar. Yeah, man, that's done. Yeah, man. I could add vehicle points, but realistically, the AI don't even want to fly vehicles to begin with, so it's kind of pointless. TBH honestly, to be completely TBH with you, the AI is just so secondary at this point. I think it's fine. I have to think it's about time for me to just build the map, man. I can't do it on stream because it takes hours, but we've done it. Save for any bugs we discover. We're gonna do the playtest tomorrow, dude. We're doing a playtest tomorrow, and that means that you guys got to come join in, or else something really bad's gonna happen to you personally, like having to watch me cry. So don't let that happen. And honestly, with that said, I think I'm gonna hop off for the night so that I can just work on getting it built and prepare for the playtest tomorrow. If you're a YouTube member, you are more than welcome to join the playtest. You guys probably know the drill by now. First come, first serve. Just join in the Discord server tomorrow. What else will we be doing it? Yo, crying stream? True. Yeah, but I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna have these maps built overnight tonight. I'll have them uploaded tomorrow. Should be uploaded early afternoon. And we'll just do another final playtest stream and then fucking release the mod, dude. Do it. Alright, I'm gonna head out, you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Appreciate having so many of you here. It's crazy to see the view count's been so high lately. It's honestly wonderful. Appreciate all you guys just watching, chilling, lurking, talking, whatever it may be. I'm gonna head out though. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live again 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll be doing a playtest. The final playtest. The mod is done. It's done. We'll hunt for a little bit more bugs tomorrow in the playtest. Maybe we'll find a couple minor ones. Maybe we'll find none at all. Yeah, that's not happening. But yeah, that's it. Tomorrow's the final playtest, and then Ultimate Forge releases. I hope you guys are ready. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. Be there or be square. Make sure you're subscribed with notification bell if you're not. Join the Discord server as well. You get notifications there. You can come chat with me if you want. You can at me and ping me and annoy me. You're more than welcome to. But that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for a wonderful stream. I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye!